right, everybody, we're back with another Cabral Concept. Can't wait to get into our Mindset and Motivation Monday show for the week. One of the shows that I look forward to putting together every single week. And that is because one of the things that we need to remember is that we as humans need inspiration. We need motivation. We need continual renewal of ourself, of our spirit, in order to push our own potential. And oftentimes we don't even realize what our potential is until we even start to get going. That's why one of the things that I hope to be able to bring you is at least some hope for your future. And that is that anything that you want to transpire or for you to achieve in this life is absolutely possible. And the reason it's possible is because the plan is already out there, meaning like whatever it is that you want to achieve has most likely already been achieved by someone else, or at least something similar to it. So your job is to simply find that information, which is fairly easy to do now, but also to then begin to act on it. But in order to be able to implement those two steps, you need to first believe. You need to get started on the specific process. And what I want to bring you here today are what are called the 3 C's to achieving your goals. Simply put, all you need to remember are 3 specific words, all beginning with the letter C. And if you do that, you will know how to achieve your goals. Now, first things first, though, there is an order to these things. Before you go out and build the plan or find the coach or mentor, you need to actually begin to implement from step 1. And if you don't, what happens is then you start with the plan, you get overwhelmed, and then you stop. That's where most people are. I mean, most people, it's not that they don't want to achieve. Of course they want to. It's not like they don't want to set goals and go after them. What happens is they just do things out of order. And so what I want to bring you, just 3 simple steps today, the 3 C's, and let's dive right into it. The first C is this, it's clarity. So first, before you just say, I want to go out there and I want to, change my career. I want to become a real estate agent. I want to become a massage therapist. I want to become a health coach. I want to become whatever it is that I want. Okay, fine. Great goal. No doubt about it. Help a lot of people, provide a great service to the world, but it's not clear enough. Yes, you know what it is. Let's just say health coach. You want to become a health coach. Phenomenal. Fantastic. Love that, right? Or I want to lose weight, or I want to get healthy. But what do those things actually mean? That's the clarity. And you might say, well, that's kind of just nuance. It's not. And the reason is that you are starting to develop your why. And we're going to come back to that with the last point. So you need to know the why behind it. It's not just, I want to make more money. Oh, I want to change my career. I want to find the right person for me, right? Your partner in life. You want to get healthy. Okay, but why, right? So why do you want to actually get healthy? So the way that I'm able to, one of my great passions is doing a podcast every single day. But it's no small amount of work to be able to have 365 different topics and to talk for 15 minutes or so each day on those specific things. But it's not challenging, just like it isn't for a lot of different people in whatever their specific field is. It's because I have a very strong why. And the why I've had since I was 19 years old, which is when I met my first alternative health doctor. I'm doing that in air quotes because there's no alternative to alternative medicine or natural medicine, is because it's the only thing that helps you find the underlying root cause. So for me at 19, this is a whole different world. And I didn't know anything about the world, but I just realized like, oh, wow. It turned my entire world upside down because there was a new way of looking at problems. What do you mean? You just don't match up a disease with a medication? So if I have Addisons disease or type 2 diabetes or autoimmune issues or POTS or mast cell activation syndrome, all these things, you don't just give me a medication. No, in natural health, you say, why do you have the autoimmune? Why do you have the blood sugar dysregulation? Why do you have the adrenal issues, right? And so it changed my entire world. And so I said, now this is that little thing, the game that you play with the universe or with God. And I was young, I didn't understand. But I said, if I ever get well, I will share how to do that with the world. So it took some time, right? And it was different back in the late 90s and early 2000s. But I found my mentor, found my answers, and now the why was easy. It's because I don't want anyone to have to go through 10 years of suffering like I did. We can now fix you for you in 3 to 6 months. Like, that's the truth. So that's a really big why. But what is your why? You want to become a health coach? Well, why? What did you overcome? What do you want to help people with, right? You want to become a pain relief specialist. You want to find the right career for you, or let's just say you want to get healthy. Okay, well, define what health is. What does health mean for you? And I want to be pain free. Well, okay, well, why do you want to be pain free? It has to be deeper than that. So I want to be pain free so that I can not be in a bad mood, so that when I'm around my kids, I'm focused on them, not the pain, and that I have the energy and I have the ability to use my body to go outside and play with them and play basketball and swim and do all the things that they want me to be as a dad or mom, whatever it might be, right? So it's like, have your big why. And we'll come back to that in a moment. You want to lose 50 pounds. Okay, well, losing 50 pounds that's real weight. Well, why do you want to lose 50 pounds? Oh, I just want to fit better in my, jeans. Now, that's not a good why, right? Like, that's not strong enough. It's not that it's not legitimate, and you might feel that way. You need a stronger reason why. Because you don't want to be more at risk for Alzheimer's, for cancer, for high blood pressure, for type 2 diabetes. And then you ask, well, why? Again, this is natural health. This is a natural way of thinking. Well, the reason why is because you want to be around longer for your partner in life, for your kids, your whatever it might be, right? Like, you have to have that stronger why. So that's clarity. So get clear, get specific. This is what I want to achieve, and when I want to achieve it by. It's always great if you can put a deadline. What I'm going to try to do at stephencabral.com/3153, besides the 3 big takeaways, which I'm sharing with you, is I want to link up to a previous podcast. And that one is on creating SMART goals. So that's SMART, right? I'll go through those goals, specific, measurable. So all that I'll give you on a separate podcast. All right. So today, though, getting clear. That's basically the S in SMART goals. Now, the second one is interesting. Once you've gotten clear, I want to, and then whatever that goal is, because, and that's your reason, that's your why. All right. Now, the second one is certainty. So once you've gained clarity, you need to gain certainty. And this is actually not the same as clarity, which a lot of people confuse it with. Clarity is detailing and being specific about your goal and having your why. Certainty is different. I've shared this in other podcasts. It is about actually believing that you can achieve this. That's certainty. And it's not even believing. And again, I've done a show about this, which is, these are all in the Mindset of Motivation Monday category. It's so much deeper than that. It is that not only are you certain that you're going to achieve this, that it's already been done. So people watch the movie The Secret back in the day, or they read different self-improvement books. Understand that your goal will come to fruition when it is a foregone conclusion, that it has already been done. Now, that is difficult to get in your mindset, right? So what are you really doing? Well, subconsciously, you don't really believe that you have it or are going to achieve it because it's not here in the present moment. So how do you get to the point then of it's already done? The first part is this, is suspending disbelief. So at least begin with that it's a possibility, right? Like that you don't think that it can't happen because you've never had it. Just say, this person has achieved it. Why not me? Or you hire a mentor, or you complete their course or whatever it might be. And you say, they've done it. This is how they did it. I follow the plan, suspend disbelief, and therefore believe that if I follow the steps, I too can achieve that. And then with those little wins along the way, not waiting till the very end to start believing, with the little wins along the way, you say, oh, I'm already on the path. It's already done. I am certain that this is already being manifested, or it's already being brought into my life. That is what the second part is. That is absolutely missing in most people's goal achievement-based process. So getting absolutely clear, but then also believing it can be part of their reality, and already is. The third part is this, it's consistency. But it's consistency in two parts. So one, staying clear. But number two, staying in a belief mindset. Not saying, oh, it's not here today. It's probably not right for me, or it's not going to happen, or it doesn't work for people like me. You got to get that out of your mind and out of your vocabulary, because words do have meaning. What consistency means is that since you're clear, since you do have a big why, since you have suspended disbelief and are certain that this is going to be the outcome, especially based on your coach, mentor, courses, etc., that you're then taking consistent action on a daily basis. And the reason you're doing that is because you have your why and you're certain that it's going to come true. So now what are you doing? Well, you're taking it from the ether, from the universe, from the world, and you are making it now into the three-dimensional or concrete-based form. And in order to do that, we need to take action. So if you want to become a health coach, what do you need to do? Well, you need to study your material for 30 minutes a day. And in order to do that, you need to put it into your calendar for, let's say, every day from 12 to 12:30 while you're having lunch, whatever it might be. And it's every single day taking consistent action, because you are on the path to achieve what you set out for, with the specific reason of helping these individuals so that they never have to go through what you went through. Helping mothers and fathers take care of sick kids, helping people come over and overcome an autoimmune issue, helping women transition easily through menopause, helping men to be able to take back their energy, ambition, drive, etc., past the age of, let's say, 50, like whatever your niche is. You have your why, you know how you're going to do this, and you continually then just take action, even without the end result yet being in this physical world. So it allows you to put up the Instagram post or reach out to different people to collaborate, whatever it might be. And you know that not everything is going to work out on every single day, but that's okay, because that's part of the path. That's part of the journey. And you will absolutely be tested along the way. There are days when I'm doing my podcast or whatever it is, and maybe I don't have the same energy. Maybe I don't have the same clarity of thinking, or maybe I have a million other things to do, but I've already made the commitment. I am absolutely locked in on my why. And so it does not matter what tries to push me off that course, because no matter what, it's already going to be done. It's already, like, no matter what, I'm going to do it. And so all I have to do then is just take consistent action. And I know that the consistent action follows, though, not first, because it's too easy to get off track. 30 minutes a day to study to become a health coach, it's not too much, right? That's not too much to ask anybody, right? You can do it upon waking, lunchtime, before bed, whatever you want to do it. Like 30 minutes isn't too much. If it is, then it's just not a high priority, and that's okay. But 30 minutes to the gym, 30 minutes for prepping your meals, 30 minutes isn't too much, but that's what most of us need. So that's the consistent action. So why don't we just do the 30 minutes? It can't be lack of time. It can't be, right? So then what is it? Well, we simply haven't gotten clear, and we're not certain, which means we don't take consistent action. So hopefully this was helpful here for you today. My goal is to always be able to break down a lot of these Eastern-based philosophies that have been written for 6,000 years as to how to help us achieve our goals. And as we begin to follow them, we won't be perfect. However, if we continue along the path and we feel forward faster, we will ultimately achieve all the goals that we've set for ourselves. And my belief is, once you've achieved those, you reach another level of potential, and you'll find yourself continuing to up-level and up-level and up-level through life. And it's always been my belief that a lot of our growth-based process and our struggling to continue to grow and reach our potential is part of the overall happiness of life. So hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning into today's show. I'll link up a few other shows at stephencabral.com/3153 that may be helpful. Thanks so much for tuning into today's show. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I want to make sure that you're getting our daily content, not missing out on anything functional medicine, wellness, weight gain, weight loss, anti-aging, living longer, stronger, and all of the most cutting-edge research. And if there's any topics you want to hear, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Take care.